Hey y'all, it's Richard with Rip One Outdoors. It's good to be back with y'all. Hey, we got a new bike here we want to review for you guys. Mooncool has sent us their newest release. It's a cargo bike. They call it the CG2. It has a cargo capacity of 450 pounds. It's got a top speed of 20 miles per hour, a stated range of 60 to 75 miles. So we appreciate Mooncool sending us this bike for our testing and evaluation. What we'll encourage you to do before we go too far is look down in our link and find that Mooncool link for this cargo bike and check it out. Check out the pricing. They will have some accessories to be offered for this bike. And the last part of, we look forward to receiving those so we can do the testing on those accessories. It's going to be a front basket and then a rear basket. Well, look at the website. You'll see they got things back there you can haul your grandbabies on and put your puppy dogs and what have you back there. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in the shed and do a short unboxing. We're going to do the assembly, and we're going to show you some close-ups, some specs and features on it. Then we're going to go out and take a ride, and then we'll give you our final evaluation on it. So don't go anywhere. Hang with us. Stay tuned to Rip One Outdoors as we review the Mooncool cargo bike, the CG2. Just wanted to show y'all that before we get started, just wanted to report to Mooncool about the condition of the box when it got here. I see Facebook posts, I see videos sometimes showing it looks like a box is dropped out of an airplane from several thousand feet. Well, this one is in immaculate condition. Both sides. So good job FedEx on that, and I did want to report that to Mooncool just so they'll know. So let's get on with the unboxing. I done removed all the staples. Okay, alrighty, we got it out of the box. So let's get it all cleaned up. Let's get all the zip ties off of it. And then we'll get started with the assembly process. They're saying 95%. Yeah, I have to agree with that so far. Looks like just the handlebar and the front wheel for right now. Before we get started with the assembly process on this bike, I'm going to stress something to you. If you've bought this bike, you've paid probably, I believe the price today is $17.99 for it. Go to Harbor Freight or order it online. Get you a set of these T-handle wrenches right here. There's standard sizes and there's metric sizes. When you have to tighten screws on this handlebar, maybe down around the wheels, things like that, you need something that's going to put a good torque on it. But there it is. That's Pittsburgh brand. Okay? I'm not an affiliate of theirs or anything like that. I'm just telling you, if you're going to own this bike or any other e-bike, make an investment and go buy a set of those T-handles. Okay, y'all, first thing we're going to do is put the handlebar on. First thing I noticed on the bike that they send an adjustable stem up here. That's going to prove handy, so we can turn that thing and adjust that for your comfort level of your handlebar. So let's get these screws out and let's get started doing that. I hope y'all don't mind. I got the AC running over here. I got it down on low, but it is South Mississippi hot here today. I can guarantee that. Yeah, you remember them T-handles? Here we go. So you can bow up and get it with these T-handles right here. You take a little old hex wrench that ain't that long, you can't get any torque with it. You can't bow up on it. Before we get too tight with this handlebar here, I want to go ahead and adjust this thing. Now for me, I'm just going to adjust it all the way up. Just like that right there. I like that. What's that paper doing on there? Oh, it's got the whatchamadoodle on here. You can scan that with your phone, and I assume it's got some instructions and what have you on there. QR code, that's what it is. This is the main wire that feeds power to your display from the controller. So we will need to hook this up. Just line up the arrows and push it in place. Just want y'all to take notice of how, before you put the front wheel on, that the brake will go on the left side of the bike. So this may ship to you with it turned like this, but that's not the way it goes. We're going to turn it around like this, you see. And if there's anything you need to loosen the handlebars or whatever, the stem, to twist all that around, get it right, then make whatever necessary adjustments you have to do to accomplish that. Okay, there was a little plastic spacer but it came out during shipping, so I don't have to worry about removing that. Insert the brake rotor up into the brake caliper, and then we're just going to push it down in place. And the reason we're doing this in the upright, when the bike's in the upright position, is because of this nice kickstand that this bike has. We're able to assemble a wheel like this. I'll show y'all that kickstand here shortly. Nut and washer on each side. I'm using a 15mm boxed in and open end wrench to tighten this down. They're going to send you some little wrenches in that toolkit over there, but I can tell you right now, get you a wrench like this. You can get a good bite on it and put the bow up on it. So now we need to put the headlight and the front fender on. So now we're going to put the front fender on using the nut and bolt that was in place and provided for this, and we'll tighten it down. And that looks good. While we're here, we'll go ahead and plug our light in. Here's where our light plugs in here. And just like the other plug that I was showing you earlier, line up the arrows, snap it in place. We have a fender stay on each side that mounts. So the screw's already in place. We just remove the screw, put it through the fender bracket, and we'll tighten that down. Torque it down good. Same on the other side. Okay guys, shouldn't anybody be having problem with the pedals? They're marked right and left, and they even show you the direction of the threads, okay? Left hand is always left-handed thread. Right hand pedal is a right-handed threads. So there you go. It wasn't much to the assembly process. They said 95%. I agree with that. Front wheel, hey, just screw on each side. No problem with that. The front fender and the headlight, mount the handlebar in the correct place in the position that you like it there. And that's all it is. There's nothing in the back that's got to be done. We did put 2 pedals on, and there you go. We're going to give y'all time to pop you some popcorn, and we're going to show you some close-ups and talk about some more of the specs and features on this Mooncool cargo bike. Okay, y'all, first thing we'll show y'all is the LCD screen, the G51. And no stranger to this LCD screen. We've seen this on the TK1 and other trikes and other bikes. Up, plus, pedal assist up, minus, pedal assist down. If you want to change anything over here, trip, voltage, current, odometer, stuff like that. So that's all I'll show you about that. Here is the turn signals. We'll show y'all them. Left turn, right turn, brake. Hey, thank you Mooncool for putting a brake light on it. Okay, got a little horn here. Plus they send you a bell. Shimano 7-speed shifter, no stranger to that. Twist throttle right here. Star Union, waxing, brakes, hydraulic brakes. Get y'all a little, give y'all a little look at the tread on these tires. Looks like a nice tread. Ought to provide a lot of good grip for that front tire, and the back tire is the same. 180mm rotors, and there's your hydraulic caliper for the star waxing. Another Star Union product is this LED light. There you go. That looks bright, doesn't it? Got your assembly bosses up here for the front basket. We'll put that on whenever we get it. One thing I'll point out to you, there's no hydraulic fork. How that's going to work out for you guys and how that's going to work out for me remain to be seen. Update on that when we go out for the ride. We already showed y'all the adjustable stem. I like that. And I've got it adjusted all the way up. That'll provide a lot of good comfort. I've sat on this bike, and I'll show y'all in a minute, show you what I look like sitting on it. I like the little BMX style handlebar. Mooncool provides you a water bottle holder. The seat post is a 30.9mm diameter. Nice little foam seat. I don't know how comfortable that'll be, but I can tell you I do have a suspension seat post that I'm planning on putting on here. Cadence sensor. So let's have a look at what the battery looks like. It's a 20 amp hour, 48 volt battery. And some of you might already be looking at this and say, hey, I know this battery. This is the same battery that's on my TK1 trike. Well, if you're thinking you're going to have an extra battery that you can use to swap out between the two, I got some bad news for you. It won't swap out, because on the TK1 battery, these connectors right here are further up the battery. So it's a total different connector. So, oh well, it was a good thought anyway. So we'll put that battery in place. And you see just how simple it is to put it in place. You got a key around here on the other side. Put your key in it, twist it, and lock it in place. That's a 46 tooth crank, and it does have the rear bash guard back there. We have a 1434 Shimano Freewheel, Shimano Altus derailleur, Sutto's 750 watt motor. Here's another look at those tires. Those tires are 20 by 3.5 inch. Those are Arison tires. One thing that I promised I was going to show you was the kickstand. I saw this kickstand on another bike and I really liked it. And you basically, if it's up on the stand, you basically just hold the stand with your foot and roll it forward. And that stand will go back up and locked in out of the way. To get it back up on the stand, I lower it with my foot and just pull the bike backwards. That's the way I do it. So what we'll do now is we'll go out on the road and we'll do a little riding test with it. So y'all hang with us. We'll go out on the road. All right, y'all grab something and hang on. Let's go for a ride to Walmart. 5 miles up, 5 miles down. Hi-yo, Silver! So yeah, here we go. We're gonna take our old usual path here. Y'all seen us ride this route many times, but you know, I thought about going down to the bay or somewhere like that, but I want to test it where I'm going to be using it, okay? And I am planning on using the bike to go fetch things from Walmart and Home Depot and what have you. Because if I could rig it up where I never use my truck to go fetch something, hey, that would be wonderful. But you know, because of the size of things and the weight of things, I mean, that don't always happen. I have to use the truck. Yeah, the very first thing that I noticed right off the bat there was this thing has got some pep. I don't know what they've got programmed in. Now, they said it was topping out at 20 miles per hour. Yes, I confirmed that yesterday evening, and I'll show that to y'all. But it's got plenty of power. It's got a 750 watt motor, but I have no idea what the Newton meters is to how they measure the torque. But I can tell you, it's got a lot of torque. I don't anticipate any hill climbing problems. I don't have a hill that I can go test it on today, although on future rides I will. Go down there by St. Louis, you know, climb the hill there by the bridge. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I really wish I had the baskets and everything in its final configuration, but I don't. So, and there's nothing I could do about that. So I thought about it. I said, well, maybe I ought to just hold off until I get everything together. Nah, you know I ain't gonna do that. I'll get out here and ride this thing. I want to be able to test the bike out. Don't matter to me how much it'll carry or anything like that if it's not a good bike. And so far, I'm telling you, this is a very, very comfortable bike to ride for me. It doesn't have a fork on the front. We told y'all that. Is that going to be a deal breaker? So far, no for me. I don't notice any problems here. Now, I am going to put a Suntour seat post on it, suspension seat post. You know I'm going to do that. I'll get this thing where it'll run just as smooth as butter coming down this road. Big boy, I want to get him some dirt. Okay, y'all, we're gonna slow her down here. We're on the airport road, runway road they call it. We're gonna slow her down and we're gonna start from a stop. But we're gonna check pedal assist settings here now. We're in 0, so 0 is no pedal assist. So let's just go right into 1. And we're in gear 7 on our Shimano shifter up here on the handlebar. That's 10.7 mile per hour, something like that. Bump it up. It's got good torque. It's peppy. 12.8 on number 2. 15.9 in number 3. Number 4. 17.8, and I am pedaling. I have a little bit of resistance there. Let's bump it up to 5, and this is going to be our top speed. 20, I'm just going to say 20 mile per hour, okay? So they say it'll top out at 20, and there you go. And pretty much ghost pedaling on number 5. If you do feel anything, it's not much as far as resistance in the pedal. But like I told y'all, we'll fix that. We'll change out a chain ring and freewheel or whatever it takes. We get this thing where we got good resistance because we like to get exercise on our bikes, right? We'll shut the video down for a second. We'll get back out on the main drag there and we'll go to Walmart. How about that? So y'all, just hold on tight. Okay, here we go, throttle only. So if you're using throttle only and not pedaling, you can go right on up to the top speed of 20 mile per hour. Now if you start pedaling, it busts it back down, you see, to the pedal assist level. I just wanted to mention to some of y'all, because I know there are tinkerers out there, okay, that want to tinker with the settings. With the G51 display and controller, on all my previous bikes that I've had that had that controller and that display, you could press the plus and minus buttons down at the same time and it would take you into the settings where you could change the top speed, you could the wheel diameter and things like that. Now I do have two other Mooncool bikes. The TK1 Trike has this same display, and the Mooncool MC3 has the same display. With this one here, if you press the plus and minus buttons at the same time, it brings up like a code where you, just 4 blanks where you have to type in a code. Well, I Googled it because I want, you know, inquiring minds want to know. So I wondered, I said, you know, wonder what have I got to do if I can boost the speed up a little bit. Well, you've got to have a code to get into that. I Googled it, and the guy on the internet said he used code 2020. Well, I can enter code 2020, but I still don't know how to get into the settings on it. So I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Some of y'all figure out how to do that, and y'all find out something on that, y'all let me know. It could be that they've changed it. The manufacturers have changed it to keep people from fiddling around with it, but I don't like to be barred out of something. If I want to change some settings, I want to change some settings. I mean, it's up to me. If I screw it up, then it's on me, okay, right? It's not on the company. Oh, what a pretty day. Motorcycle. So I'm gonna just wind this thing down for you guys, and I'm gonna just tell y'all what I think right here. I think this is the beginning of something good for Mooncool. I really do. Get on my video description there and check out their link. And hey, they got 2 other colors right now. May have some more colors coming, but right now those colors are that I call it bird egg blue. Rich Craft told me it's robin egg blue. Well, yeah, I got the bird egg blue, and they have an orange. I didn't want the orange, I wanted the blue. So it's a very pretty bike. It rides good. Whenever I get my suspension seat post on there, it's gonna ride so much better. We change out a few things and take that ghost pedaling completely out of the picture. Hey, Mooncool has got a top of the line cargo bike right here. I just wished I had my racks and my basket so I could go in there and get me some supplies, maybe a big old carton of water or some pellets from a pellet grill or something or another. But that's exactly what I think about it. I think it's a great bike, and they're on to a good product here. Oh, they got tomato plants back there with tomatoes 2 inches round on them. Go back there and look at that. They got plants with tomatoes on them in there. Look at that. That's pretty nice. All right, so we set a goal out to we was coming to Walmart, and that's what we did. We may coming back and get us some potting soil or something like that, you know, something that we can haul on it and demonstrate the hauling capacity of it. So without further ado, we're gonna say our farewells. To tell y'all that if any of y'all are interested in buying this bike, we're gonna have a link down in our description, as we've already said. Check out that link and use our coupon codes. I'll put the coupon code on the screen that you can use and get you a little discount off of this bike. If you care to like and subscribe to our channel, I would appreciate that, but if you don't, then that'll be fine. See, we could pull right up in here and let them load us up, right? Put us one of them blue containers right there on here. So from a pretty blue sky of sunny South Mississippi, from Rip One Outdoors, we appreciate y'all watching. Y'all don't forget to check out the Mooncool cargo bike. Look for another video here soon where we'll be hauling things. I may even take it down to the bay and do a little ride down by the bay. We'll catch y'all on the next one.